We do have some upcoming exciting things. This Friday is the last day that Rose Hall will be doing the 4th of the Day of the Dead workshops, and then the parade is on November 2nd, correct? Which is a Friday. Meeting at Gore Park at 5:30. The library will already be closed, but the parade starts there at Gore Park Friday, November 2nd. And then Saturday, November 3rd is a really big day, and I know we're not usually open, but first off, Saturday is Brats. Second off, Boyd Nickel has chosen his wife Lori Kinsel.
Anyways, we're the Circus at Tiny Invisibility. We offer you an opportunity, something brand spanking new. We've only seen it 3 times in the last 2 days, and it kind of works. So we wanted to share this with everyone because this is what we intend to do next summer. I have to just inform you all that this is a rehearsal. You all are invited to see how this is going to work out. We've never done a story like this. We've never done a story. We've usually just done imagery, and this is our first time attempting. Come on in, come on in. You guys want me to do the previews again? Okay, well, that's all right. Come on in. But if you can put up for us for the next 28 minutes, we're going to try to get through this without any fighting. Peter! And we're going to try to keep ourselves, we're just going to try to get through it, and hopefully you all will tolerate some of the things that happen. It's a story, like she said, out of Italo Calvino. It's 16 pages long.
The pictures you'll see are marionettes that we made.
That's right.
And he filmed on green screen. We filmed on green screen.
So we were going to do this as marionettes.
And then also all the drawings where I drew and he animated.
And remember, after this, go to tinyinvisibility.com.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started with this. Okay, so I hope you all enjoy it. Again, we're going to just try to make it happen. If things glitch, if you see too many hands in the thing, it's on purpose. There's several glitches. There's a lot of glitches. So everybody, hope you enjoy. Hey, Elder.
ABCs.
More ABCs.
Most of you can't remember, but I can. We had it on top of us all the time, that means. When she was full, nights as bright as day as watercolor light. It looked as if she were going to crush us. And when she was moved, she rolled around the sky like a black umbrella blown by wind. On the moon, she was waxing. She came with her horns so low, she seemed about to stick into the peak of her pomegranate and get caught. There were nights when the moon was full and very, very low, and the tide was so high that the moon missed a duck into the sea by a hair's breadth. Let's say a few yards anyway. But the whole business of the moon's phases worked in a different way then, because the distances from the sun were different, and the orbits and angle of something forgotten now. But as for eclipses, when Earth and Moon stuck together the way they were, we had eclipses every moment. Naturally, those two big monsters managed to put each other in shade constantly. First one and then the other. Climb up on them? Well, of course we did. All you had to do was row out in a boat, and when you were underneath, prop up a ladder against her and scramble on up. On those nights, the water was calm. We'd go off, me, Captain Bisbee, his wife, my deaf cousin, and little Zila. Well, she was 12 or so at the time. This is how we did the job. In the boat, we had a ladder. One of us would hold it, the other would climb to the top, and a third until we were right under the moon. He would row. And the man at the top of the ladder, as the boat approached the moon, would say, "Stop! I'm going to hit my head!" That's the impression you had, seeing on top of you, all those rough spikes and jagged, sawtooth edges. Now you're going to ask, what in the world were we doing up there? I'll explain it to you. We went to collect cheese with a big spoon and a bucket. The moon was very thick, like a kind of cream cheese. It formed in crevices between one scale and the next, through the fermentation of various bodies and substances of terrestrial origin, which had flown up from the prairies, forests, and lakes as the moon sailed over them. You only had to dip your spoon under the scales that covered the scabby terrain, and brought it out filled with precious milk. This is how we did it. We would hurl each spoonful into the air with both hands, using the spoon as a catapult. Cheese flew, and if thrown hard enough, it stuck to the ceiling. You know what I mean, the surface of the sea. And once there, it floated, and it was easy enough to pull it into the boat. My deaf cousin displayed a special gift in this operation. He had good strength and good aim. With a single sharp throw, he could send the cheese straight into the bucket that we held out from him from the boat. As for me, I occasionally misfired in the contents of the spoon and fell back into my eyes. I'll tell you something. The body that descended to the earth from the satellite was still charged for a while with lunar force, rejected the attraction of our world. Even I, as big and heavy as I was, every time I went up there, it took a while to get used to the earth's ups and its downs. And the others would have to grab my arms and hold me, clinging in a bunch, swaying the boat while I still had my head hanging and my legs stretched upward. "Hold on to us," they'd shout. And sometimes groping, I ended up seizing one of Miss Vivid's breasts. It had an attraction so strong as the moon's, or even stronger. This is how the story of my love for the captain's wife began, and my suffering. cousin, the deaf one, showed talent for making those leaps. His clumsy hands, as soon as they touched the lunar surface, suddenly became deft and sensitive. They found immediately the spot where he could hoist himself up. In fact, just the pressure of his palm seemed enough to make him stick to the satellite's crust. At once, I even thought I saw the moon come toward him as he held out his hands. The job of extracting lunar milk from the moon's scales was child play to him. Instead of a spoon, he would just thrust his toes under the scales. He didn't proceed in any orderly fashion, but went to isolated places, jumping from one to the other, as if he were playing tricks on the moon, surprising her, or perhaps tickling her. The deaf one's movements seemed to have no clear, practical sense. There were places, for example, that he touched merely for the fun of touching them. Gaps between two scales, naked and tender folds of lunar flesh. This seemed to be the height of amusement for him, if we could judge by the chirping sounds that came through his throat as he went on leaping. We fell into a special mood on those nights off the zinc cliffs. Gay, but with a touch of suspense, as if inside our skulls, instead of a brain, we felt a fish floating, attracted by the moon. Captain's wife played the harp. She had long arms, silvery as eels on those nights, and armpits as dark and mysterious as sea urchins. Trans-pan producers rose to the sea's surface, throbbed there for a moment, and then flew off swaying toward the moon. Little Zealand amused herself by catching them in midair, though it wasn't easy. And once, as she stretched her little arms out to catch one, she jumped up slightly and was also set free. Thin as she was, just an ounce or two short of weight necessary for the Earth's gravity to overcome the moon's attraction. So she flew up among the Medusas, suspended over the sea. She took fright and cried and laughed and began playing, catching shellfish and minnows as they flew, sticking some in her mouth and chewing them. Her two wispy braids outstretched, they seemed to be flying on their own toward the moon. We rode hard to keep up with her, that child. The moon ran often for her lips, dragging that swarm of marine fauna through the sky, and a train of long inclined seaweeds, and Zila hanging there in the midst. The idea of eating the little animals had been a good one. The more weight that Zila gained, the more she sank toward the earth. In fact, since among the hovering bodies, hers was the largest, the mollusks and seaweeds and planktons began to gravitate about her. And soon the child was covered with silicious little shells, chitinous carapaces, and fibers of sea plants. And the further she vanished into the tangle, the more she was free of the moon's influence. Until she grazed the surface of the water and sank into the sea. We rowed quickly to pull her out and to save her. Her body had remained magnetized, and we had to work hard to scrape off all the things that encrusted her. Combed through her hair, there was a shower of crawfish and sardines. Her eyes were sealed shut by limpets, clinging to her lids with their suckers. Squids and tentacles were coiled around her arms and neck. And her little dress now seemed woven only of beads and sponges. Once we were all back in the boat, Miss Bisbee played the harp, and it was so sweet and piercing, it was almost unbearable. We were forced to let out long cries, not so much to accompany the music, as to protect our ears from it. Because it didn't take me long to realize who Miss Lidbit kept looking at insistently. When my cousin's hands clasped the satellite, I watched, and in her eyes I could read the thoughts that the deaf man's familiarity with the moon were arousing in her. And when he disappeared in his mysterious lunar explorations, I saw her become restless, as on pins and needles. It was all clear to me how Miss Bisbee was becoming jealous of the moon, and I was jealous of my cousin. Her eyes were made of diamonds, and they flared when she looked at the moon, almost challenging, saying, "You shan't have him." And I felt like an outsider. The one who least understood all of this was my deaf cousin. him down, pulling him by his legs. Miss Bisbee lost all self-control, doing everything she could to take his weight against her own body, holding her silvery arms around him. I felt pain in my heart, while he was indifferent, still lost in his lunar bliss. Moved on, the Dutchman returned to a solitary detachment from the things of the world. Then only the approach of the full moon aroused in him. I had arranged things, so it wasn't my turn to go up. I could stay in the boat with the captain's wife. But then, as soon as my cousin had climbed the ladder, she said, "This time, I want to go there too." This had never happened before. The captain's wife had never gone up the moon. But the captain made no objection. "Go ahead then." As she ascended, I felt heartsick at the loss. So I started rushing after, saying, "I'm going too." "You stay here," the captain said, as if holding me in a vice. As soon as she was confined up there, we saw him give free rein to his inclinations and plunge into vice. At that moment, each one's intentions were already clear, and yet I couldn't figure things out. Even now, I'm not sure I've interpreted it all correctly. Certainly, the captain's wife had for a long time been cherishing the desire to go off privately with my cousin up there. Probably she's had a still more ambitious plan, one that would have to be carried out with the death blow. She wanted the two of them to hide up there together and stay on the moon for a month. But perhaps my cousin, as tough as he was, hadn't understood anything of what she tried to explain to him. Perhaps he hadn't even realized that he was the object of the lady's desires. And the captain? He wanted nothing better than to be rid of his wife. But had he known from the beginning that the moon's orbit was widening? We saw her cross the scaly zone various times, length and breadth. Then suddenly she stopped, looking at us in the boat as if about to ask, "Have you seen him?" Our friends up there must have realized what was happening. In fact, they looked up with frightened eyes, and from their mouths and ours at the same moment came a cry, "The moon's going away!" Surely there was something strange about that night. The sea's surface, instead of being that, as it was during the full moon, or even arched a bit toward the sky, now seemed to limp, sagging, as if the lunar magnet no longer exercised its full power. Suddenly, my cousin appeared, suspended, hovering between moon and earth. The captain's wife had also tried to jump. She was still floating only a few yards from the moon, waving her silvery arms in the air. to give her something to grasp. I held her heart up toward her. I can't reach her, I have to go after her. I started to jump, brandishing the harp, and I swam furiously through the sky and held the harp out to her. Hold on tight to me! And I was already overcoming her, intertwining my lens with hers. If we cling together, we can go down. Instead, I was making her fall back to the moon. In my excitement, I shouted, I'll be the one to stay on you for a moment. And the moment of our embrace was broken by our fall to the surface, where we rolled away from each other among the cold scales. And the long month began. The moon turned slowly around the earth. On the suspended globe, we no longer saw our familiar shore, but the passage of oceans as deep as abysses, and deserts of glowing lapilli, and continents of ice and forests, writhing with reptiles, and the rocky walls of mountain chains, gashed by swift rivers, swampy cities with stone graveyards, and empires of clay and mud. I should have been happy, as I had dreamed I was alone with her. That intimacy with the moon, I had so envied my cousin, and Miss Bisbee was now my exclusive prerogative. A month of days and lunar nights stretched uninterrupted before us. The crust of the satellite nourished us with its milk. But I only thought of her. The fulfillment of my dream of love had lasted only the instant when we had been united, spinning between earth and moon. And when the moon had completed its circling of the planet, there we were again, over the zinc cliffs. Oh, I recognized them with dismay. The distance made them so tiny. And my friends had set forth again, without the now useless ladders. But from the boats rose a kind of forest of bamboo poles. But it was soon clear that no pole was long enough to reach the moon. It dropped back, ridiculously short. We both recognized my cousin, playing his last game with the moon. One of his tricks with the moon on the tip of his pole, as if he were juggling with her. He would have said he were driving her away, showing her to a more distant orbit, delighting in separation just as he had delighted in nearness. Miss Bisbee didn't take a step near the bamboo pole, but simply turned her harp toward the earth and plucked the strings. If what my cousin now loved was the distant moon, then she too would remain distant. The moment the pole touched the lunar crust, I strongly grasped it. As fast as a snake, I climbed the bamboo knots, driven by a natural power that ordered me to return to earth. So, there I went, head first, into the sea.
Nice timing, yeah.
My return was sweet and my home refound, but my thoughts filled with grief at having lost her, and my eyes gazed at the moon, forever beyond my reach, and I sought her. And I saw her, just where I'd left her, and she said nothing. She was the color of the moon, and held the harp at her side, and moved one hand in slow arpeggios. I still looked for her as soon as the first first sliver appears in the sky, and the more it waxes, the more clearly I imagine I see her, or something of her, but only her in 100,000 different vistas. She who makes the moon, and the moon, whenever she is full, sets the dogs howling all night long, and me with them.